welcome you back in front of the Futa Arayama Shrine here on one of our favorite 3x3 locations. It is the Utsunomiya Opener here in Japan for the 4th straight year. We are rocking and rolling through day one's action. We just saw Miami wrap up with a 2-0 record. Amsterdam did the same. Who else will join the unbeaten ranks as we get ready to head into tomorrow's quarterfinal action? We will continue the action here with Pool B. Toulouse, the Frenchman, against Team Riffa. A blockbuster, a big one here in Pool B's action. We saw Toulouse outlast London earlier in a pretty tough contest. Ashley Hamilton for London did give Toulouse a little bit of an issue, but not enough to come out victorious. So Toulouse come out again with the stylish new jerseys this year, formerly known as Team Paris, who took the league by storm last year. Only won one Masters title, but they were in 6 finals in 9 events, which is crazy. And they come out with a star-studded cast chalked with Olympians. Jules Rambeau, Frank Segala, along with Paul Joko and Hugo Suhard, Team Toulouse. Riffa, it's a team that I've been pretty high on coming into this year. No pun intended there. But with VVO, Vic Van Oostervik, their youngest member of the squad, getting better and better each year. A perennial MVP contender in Dennis Donker, who will take the court here soon. A defensive stalwart in Casper Augustinian. And the soft touch sharpshooter, the very skilled Jonas Ark, Jonas Forts. There's the menace. Two-way mastermind, Dennis Donker, coming off a 2024 campaign where he averaged just under 7 points per. So I would say that this is a marquee. This is a blockbuster.
I think it is, yes.
How do they match up, Boz?
Look, I think I'm curious about this Riffa squad, and I'll tell you why. They played in this lineup a couple of times last year. The first 4 tournaments they played in this lineups were a bust. 9th at the Clermont-Ferrand Challengers, 6th in Chengdu, 9th in Edmonton, 6th in Almaty. It took them a long time to adjust to this lineup from Vervoort being out. They don't have Vervoort, but they played all of preseason with Vervoort. So that means they got to adjust again.
Yeah.
If they don't adjust, I mean, if they don't need to adjust, I think they could be good. But again, who's going to be the secondary creator besides Donkor? I mean, it's going to be Forts, but again, preseason he's played in that screener role. Now he has to step out and be a ball handler again. I think this is pretty much Toulouse's Toulouse, which is a tough sentence to get out. My dear Lord. But no, look, they should be well matched up because these teams have seen each other in the past plenty. It's been Toulouse's favor though. Out of 9 games they played, Toulouse has won 6.
I think your concerns about Riffa are valid. I really do. I don't know what it is about this team. Well, I do know what it is about this team that I like and I tend to believe in. It's centered around Dennis Donker and his ability to break. Whoa. Dennis Donker? Did you just see that?
What?
When did Dennis turn into a dunker? That's the 2nd time in 2 weeks he's thrown one down. But I think that there are certain players who can elevate the guys around them. I think he's one of them. And I think Forts is a more than capable 1A option when he's got it going. But I think,
when he doesn't though?
I know, but I think when he doesn't have it going, it's because he has that shadow of Vervoort looming. And he never plays comfortably when Vervoort is with the team. But now with no Thibault, I expect Forts to be letting loose and play comfortably. We'll find out. Forts on the inside, going to work on Segala. He took that man to school. You're going to get these lessons. Riffa score first. And Forts with a new look this year. Is that a different kind of haircut?
It's a different haircut.
A little bit.
He looks a little more in athletic shape than he did last year. I'll say that too.
Yeah.
He's worked hard in the offseason, but all of these fellas did. I think they played a bunch of tournaments as well. And look, again, this Riffa team has been consistently at the top of the ranks for the last 3 to 4 years.
Well, they finished third at the World Tour Final. Played in 13 events last year, including the World Tour Final. And won in Marseille. Reached the semifinal 6 times. Forts to the crib, no good. Augustinian.
The battle between Augustine and Rambo is going to be an interesting one. 2 young big men in the game. They're rebounding, they're screeners, they're rollers. I like this matchup.
Casper finished tied atop the league in blocks last year.
What a pass.
Man, what a finish. Great credit on a pass, but for Rambo streaking to the rim to have the hands to catch that and the finesse to finish it.
Yeah, I think they discovered this pick and roll combination last year. Rambo's improved tremendously in the years he's been in the 3x3 circuit. Looks like he didn't take a step back, let's just say that.
Well, Suhard took a step back and knocked it down. 2 ball goals, foul off the ball as well.
Look at Riffa's fouls. They're at 5.
So they handicap themselves when they play like this. Defensively, 5 we're not even a minute in.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not good. Not a good sign for Riffa. Toulouse is going to be a problem this year. I think teams that, hang their hat on defense first, but are also a gifted offensive team that have a dependable system, they're going to always be able to apply pressure. Suhard. Another 2 ball. The man is wet right now. Back-to-back 2s from Hugo.
Entry pass. Finishes down low. Nice lead pass.
Suhard drops it off. A contortioning layup there from Rambo.
What a luxury to have that Suhard-Rambo combination to fall back on if your offense isn't clicking, or to have that as the main source of offense.
Crazy, man. Oh, Suhard is going off right now, man. The man is absolutely on fire. He's got 3 2s in this game.
And 2 passes that let the layups. All 8 points are off of his hands.
8-3 start. Forts to the rack. Offensive foul, and Suhard had just hit another one had that not been an offensive foul before the shot was released. Dennis Donker finally is able to get Riffa their 5th points, 4th and 5th. Suhard is hotter than Stifler's mom. Just stop it. 10-5 on the hot hand of Hugo Suhard. I got Boss laughing. That's a throwback. That's
a good thing half the people
man,
that are listening don't know that movie.
American Pie is a classic, man. Come on.
Sure is.
Segala. Wait. They want to challenge. They say it wasn't cleared.
No need to challenge. The referee Vesco already called it off.
He waved it off. Around comes Jonas Forts. Forts, Augustinian with the monster mash. 10-7.
Riffa seems to be turning up the defense a little bit here in the last minute or so. And they've stuck around even though Suhart's gone off early in the game. Again, all 10 points off of his hands. 4 twos, 2 rolls to the basket with a pass. But look at Augustinen.
I like the mentality. Augustinen can do this. Like in that pick and roll at 6'9", I think that they haven't utilized him as much as they probably could have in the past. And he hasn't been as consistent probably as they've wanted it. But Augustinen in that pick and roll, man, is a problem. One of the best rim protectors in the league. You know, a 1-2 combo guard big with him and Dennis. How do you defend that? You got to step up on Dennis. If not, he can penetrate. You know, Augustinen can really change the whole dynamic of this team if he plays at a consistent level.
Yeah, and you know, Riffa and in the past Antwerp, they've been a heavy movement offensive team, and I think the pick and roll between, well, whoever, VVO, Augustinen, Voorts, and Donker could be very potent if they just revert to that sometimes.
That's an effective pick and roll. The VVO is scoring on the inside. Joko flicks one up. Got a holding foul on the inside. .6:27 on the game clock. Toulouse leading by 2. Suhard has set the tempo. And that time he will miss it. Suhard nearly got and one on Augustinen. However, will miss. He'll head up to the free throw line.
Credits to Riffa for sticking around in this game early.
It looked like it was going to be ugly at the start.
5 fouls, down big. They've stuck around.
Let's see, 5 fouls in the first minute.
1 foul since.
And in the 3 minutes since, just 1 foul. Kind of kicks Donker got on right there. I like those. Let's see. Donker laid on him like he was tired. Met at the rim, but that was a hell of a lay. Joko, nice downshift and a bucket. I like this right here. Paul Joko guarding Dennis Donker. Get your popcorn ready. Oh, yeah. Joko got underneath Donker on the 2 release. Didn't give him a chance to land, so he impeded on his landing space.
We did that in game 1 too.
Yep.
Well, so watch out with those. It's easy free throws you give up. By the way, Donker is wearing some D books.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah. Donker, who finished second in overall scoring last year, total point score, second in player value, second in drives, third in highlights, 6.5 PPG.
And that's with him sharing the spotlight with Favort, right?
Yeah.
Favort came on the squad and took some of what he did the year before. Because as you remember, the year before, I think he led in most of those categories.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, between he and Pukelis, but
You're
definitely
right.
top 5. But also, he averaged 0.4 turnovers per game. Less than a turnover per game. So he helps you a lot, doesn't hurt you very much. Suhard with the step back. Man, that joke.
Yeah, and it's been the defensive end that's helped them out, but also their aggressiveness driving to the basket. But that's because that's where they're getting fouled. That's where they're getting trips to the free throw stripes, looks at easy points.
Pull up from the Menace. No good that time. Suhard. Can he get back in his groove? Now they got Augustinen defending Suhard and challenging Joko to do just that. And that's a welcome sight for Toulouse to see Joko knock down a deuce. That pass deflected. Somehow it still makes its way to Augustinen. He cannot make the layup, however. Suhard, a little bit off target now. Forts and Augustinian. Excuse me. Lost my voice there for a second.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm back now. Can't be nicknamed the voice without a voice.
You got to get those vocal cords unrusted. It's early season, though.
That's a fact. Oh, my goodness. Ooh la la. A dandy from Segela. The menace. Not that time. Joko with the rebound. Approaching the 3-minute mark. We're even now as Toulouse have erased that 3-point deficit. Joko wants another. Great hustle. Keeps it alive. Segela trying to get it to Suhard. Suhard going down for it. Scrapping and fighting. Fighting and scrapping. Jump ball. It will go to Riffa.
Great hustle by Riffa. We're all on the floor getting their hands on that Wilson basketball.
That was an impressive effort from both teams, really.
Look, I want to shout out someone that doesn't get a lot of shout outs here. VVO has been all over the court, but I was paying attention to him when he was on the bench just then. You know how the players on the bench usually take a rest and they take it easy. Sometimes they'll say something to their teammates, but usually you try to get some oxygen, right?
Yeah.
This man was screaming every possession. Get your hand up, push, shove, do something, drive. He wouldn't keep his mouth shut. So as far as energy on the squad, he's bringing it all.
That's good. That's good. And that also shows that he's garnered the respect of his teammates to be able to have that type of conversation in the huddle. Donker lefty scoop. Segela, he will score it over VVO. Not for a lack of effort defensively. Uh-oh, Fords, no good. 16 up. Segela's got Donker down there. That's lunch meat. That's light work for Segela.
That's Gyoza's.
Now Donker getting some payback. Now Suhard. He'll get his 4th 2 of the game. That might even be the 5th.
It's a 5th.
On VVO, man. Is he going to be the lead scorer for Riffa in this one?
Could be. I think it'll be Dennis.
Rambo by himself. Game point for Toulouse. Donker straight on 2. Couldn't tie it. VVO, though, will get a look. Van Oostervik, no go. Couple of big misses there for Riffa, who could have tied this game. And now it's, Segela tripped up. He is not happy with VVO. It was not intentional.
No, he stretched his leg out and then tried to come down on the foot. It was angled off the floor.
So Segela will have a chance to end it at the line here. Toulouse have yet to lose today. See what I did there? That's that. All right, more Toulouse references tomorrow in the quarterfinals. Their work today is done. So a topsy-turvy game for Toulouse. If they come out on top and they do it before the limit, getting it done over Riffa. Pool A action up next. Oh, man. Get ready for this one. We got Ub and Liman, the longtime Serbian rivals, taking center court here in Utsunomiya after the highlights.
be sure to follow 3x3WT on Instagram and all social media. As well, scan that QR code.
All right. Liman, anyone?
I'll take it.
Oh, when it comes to rivalries in 3x3, few compared to this Serbian clash we're about to see. Different teams over the years, but man, this is always a must-see 10-minute sprint. Coming off an overtime thriller in their first contest today over Partizan, where the beast Marko Brankovic played hero in that one. Will retake the court here now with Nim Diesel. And the hero of game one, the beast, Branquilla himself, Marko Brankovic. Dejan Majstorovic, who struggled.
He did have
He had
6 points,
yes.
but all of them from the free throw line, most of them.
0 of 6 from two-point range. So those really the center of Majstorovic's struggles. Strahin Nestoricic, the world #1. He was able to score 4 points in that opening win, but it was Marko Brankovic again who led the way.
The telling stat from that game to me is the fact that first of all, only grabbed 9 rebounds, but only 2 of them came from Nemanja Barac. This is usually a matchup in which he shines, grabbing boards. Again, Liman maybe the team not to mess up against. As far as rebounding goes, though, Liman not a great rebounding squad.
Well, I think that hurts him. And I think I'm going to steal your point that you made in the matchup against Partizan. How will Liman defend the pick and roll? And I think that will make or break them in this game.
So I got another interesting stat for you.
Okay.
You know, Liman maybe did lose the #2 scorer of all time, as Stefan Kojic is not on the squad this year, so far at least. But this iteration of the squad, these 4 players, shot it from two-point line at 36%. They are one of the best shooting lineups in the entire field. They actually are the best. All the other teams are sub 33%. They are a plus on that.
Well, I think Stojanovic has got a lot to do with that. They're punchy young guard, rocking #6 in blue. I like him a lot. I think he adds to this team. Milutinovic can let it fly, but that's a shocking stat considering that Stefanovic and Vasic really aren't they really aren't two-point shooters, are they?
They are not.
So that's shocking.
I think what it tells me is that without Kojic, Milutinovic stepped up and played with more surety, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, I like Milutinovic's game a lot. I do want to see what Liman have left. The lone remaining legend from the old Liman teams that featured Stefan Stojic and Alexander Radkov, right? And along with Kojic. We don't see Kojic with Liman this year. Vasic is the Lone Ranger. He's the only one still standing representing Liman. How many battles have we seen him and Majstorovic have over the years? They're getting ready for another one here at Utsunomiya. And Liman, they made a run to the final of the Baudin Challenger, if my memory serves me correct. So, the preseason warm-up, I guess you could say.
Yeah, they were in the finals.
Yeah, lost to Shinagawa. But I thought they played well, and especially Stojanovic, who stood out to me with his ability to really knock him down from long range, tough on the drive as well.
Yeah, and he's still young. He's only going to get better. He came in early last year kind of as a spot sub, to be scrappy, to get some rebounds, maybe hit some shots, but he got more sure of himself later on in the season, tanked some confidence, and started knocking down shots, taking shots that he was supposed to be taking.
Well, I think they've invested in him for a reason. And, he's got the keys now. He certainly has the trust of the coaching staff, and he continues to prove it with his play. But it's all about how you perform on a big stage. This is the World Tour opener. And the lights are shining bright on Stojanovic and the rest of Liman as they try to slow down en route to what they hope to be a 2-0 record. And even though they won that opener against Partizan, they can't really be pleased with how they played that, or
on offense,
or
yes.
at least how uncomfortable the Partizan defense, made them look.
Yeah, because their defense was actually really good, but the offense was struggled. 3 of 14 from range is unlike something we've seen from them in the good days. There we go. Physicality to start the game.
Well, these are Serbian compatriots. They get after each other. We are 4 seconds into this game, and we've got 2 fouls already.
As expected.
He's trying to set the tone. Stojanovic is claiming that Strahinja is faking. Doc Strange turning the corner. Making the move on Stretch. We call him Stretch for a reason. He extends and blocks the shot underneath, and the kick ball on Barac.
You run into a calf like that, I think that Wilson might have a dent.
That's a fact. Barac, man, he has not lost a step, man. Not physically. Offensive foul. Oh, Marko Stefanovic. He will have a seat. Strahinja Stojicic pulling up from 2 range. He will see that one drain. Vasic making his move. He sees an easy score against Doc Strange.
Yeah, my guess is we'll see a bunch of this. They're going to target Stojicic and try to see if they can score on him with their sides.
I think if Liman can shoot the 2 well in this game, they got a chance to win it.
True.
If they shoot poorly from long range, I think that they have no shot.
Well, again, this is the lineup that actually shot it from range consistently last year, even though the sample size is some challenger.
Foul on Oob. Number 2 on Oob, by the way. Liman with 3. Just a minute in. That pass broken up, at least initially. Stefanovic going to the running hook. And Alexis Stojanovic will check out for 2 seconds.
Yeah, Vasic's shoelace was untied,
Well,
so you have to check out of the game.
Vasic has got seniority. He's going to get his shoe tied. Milutinovic trying to tie this game up.
Well, just like in the last game, who played, it's a foul fest early. 6 fouls in the first minute and 15.
Well, they practice against each other so much. They're so familiar with each other, so they know where the other team is going. Oh, Milutinovic. I'd like to see him attack the rim. Like he can play above the rim, right?
Yes.
So I don't like that scoop attempt from him. Doc Strange to the beast. Brankovic. That is how you finish a layup. Uh-oh. Brankovic caught in a bad spot. And an intentional foul. I think that is going to be upgraded because that's the same as a clear path foul in 5-on-5.
Yes, it is upgraded.
Yeah, he just locked him up.
No attempt to stop the Wilson basketball, just grab the player. Can't do that.
No. That is not a high IQ play from Brankovic. Man, we got a fly-sized wasp.
It's staring at you, too.
My goodness. Stefanovic with another one on the way. Yes, sir. 3-3. Barac and Vasquez. Never mind, it's Majstorovic and Milutinovic.
This Serbian pool, this pool A, has been a joy.
Yes.
I know this is not the style of 3x3 basketball that you enjoy, but The defense, the physicality, the mind games, it's all there.
I enjoy it. I enjoyed the game with Ub and Partizan. Probably my favorite game of the day. Just how they played it. Majstorovic, he unceremoniously gets it to Brankovic, that last possession. So Janovic up top, Milutinovic. Lost his footing. Leans in. How in the world did he still make that? Majstorovic with the scoop. Maestro goes down. And he is writhing in pain. And he's got some words for Vasic, it seems. You don't often see Majstorovic get that heated.
Yeah, he's saying Vasic caught him and kind of undercut him on purpose. I'm not sure about that.
No,
he just turned the rebound with me.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I don't think Vasic played it dirty there. But Majstorovic,
Yeah, he's pissed.
and he's like the grandmama when you get to wagging that finger at you. When that finger gets going and that wrist action, you're in trouble.
It means you got to run.
Now, Kyle, I done told you to stop leaving that front door open. You come back in here again,
He had his hand on his hip and everything.
Yeah, good thing these fellas have basketball shoes on, because usually that finger is followed by a slipper.
Right across the head. So Majstorovic he'll calm down. And our officials will take a closer look at the play and decide if anything is dirt. Now, the Serbian legends and Olympic bronze medalist Vasic and Majstorovic. Okay, now they shake hands. Cooler heads have prevailed.
Now, you know this is going to pop up on again later in the game. There's no love lost between these two teams. We already know that. And Vasic and Majstorovic might be teammates on the national team, but this is not national team tournament.
True.
This is the pro circuit. There's a lot of things on the line right now.
But also maybe some of the frustration, because game one was a tough game for Majstorovic. You couldn't see a two go down. Obviously, Partizan had some answers for him defensively. But I didn't see anything dirty on the play.
Me neither. Unless we get a replay angle I haven't seen, it just looked like he turned the rebound.
So they're trying to determine whether or not anything was overt. So that's a tough angle, right? All you can see is Majstorovic going down, holding his back after Vasic turns to rebound. Now the question is, while his back was turned and we couldn't see, did Vasic throw a little extra elbow?
Or hip, or did he kind of walk backwards and undercut Majstorovic? And it could, look, the angle we saw wasn't conclusive to me.
Yeah, I don't see anything conclusive to upgrade it. They're taking an extended look at this. So we'll all find out soon. Unsportsmanlike foul.
So the foul's upgraded, but then the technical is assessed. Who got the technical?
That I didn't catch.
He said 8, so Majstorovic got a technical, and Vasic got an unsportsmanlike called against him. So he must have extended either the elbow or kind of walked backwards to undercut Majstorovic.
Okay, so one free throw coming up for Liman and a couple going following for Ub. Because of the unsportsmanlike, Milutinovic will shoot the technical assessed to Majstorovic. And now Majstorovic will shoot his two. So apparently, the officials deemed it necessary to upgrade it. And they validate Majstorovic's hissy fit he threw, I guess. Majstorovic good. In his 12th season in the league this year.
Yeah, I don't think his longevity in the game will ever be topped.
No. Oh, look at the defense for Majstorovic, pestering Stefanovic. Milutinovic now making this move. Milutinovic, and now it's Strahinja down. So take another look.
No, wow.
Well, you could see the contact with Doc Strange's face.
That contact was slight to me.
And,
and I think Stojic, he must have a thin jaw to be able to feel it like that.
There are some theatrics going on right now in this game.
A lot of stoppage, though. We'll see who comes up with the momentum after this.
Hey, nobody winning no Emmys in this these performances, I'm telling you.
So an unsportsmanlike for Milutinovic for hitting Stojic in the face, but then Stojic got a foul before that. I think it cancels each other out because it must be 2 free throws each.
Well, I don't know if that was unsportsmanlike from Milutinovic. I don't think that he intentionally hit Strahinja in the face. I think he was in the process of the drive. You know, those limbs get to flailing sometimes.
Yeah, but letter of the law, he did hit him in the face.
Yeah.
But look at this. Now we're at 7 and 8 fouls a pop. We are 2.5 minutes into this game.
Yeah, this one has gone off the hinges.
Look at this. I mean, look. He does try to clear some space and hit him in the jaw. I mean, it's not a hard hit, but letter of the law, you can't hit somebody in the face like that. His arm was all the way extended to the side.
Yeah, that was the DRE with a pimp slap. This ain't Hollywood Boulevard. You need to go back to the lab.
Get his 69 Chevy out.
Right. Brankovic, clear lane. 2-point lead for Ub in a foul fest, a game that has been marred with technicals and unsportsmanlikes and guys going after each other. Now the Beast taking it to the next level, 9-7. Vasquez, Stojanovic has yet to get on the board, and right on time, he shows up. 9-9 game.
Uh-oh. 9th foul on Liman.
Uh-oh.
And a warning for behavior. This game is really getting out of hand right now.
These are the games you love. That's what you said. Your words than mine. Now these I don't like. Now Partizan, yes, but this is ridiculous. 3 minutes in, and what do we got? We got 9 fouls on Liman.
16 fouls total.
On Ub. This is not an ideal watching experience. Maybe things will change. Stojanovic trying to get the reversey. Stefanovic is there to clean up the mess. Ties it up 10 apiece. Doc Strange, Nim Diesel. Nice finish.
I don't think Nemanja Baric has changed his facial expression since the start of the game.
The man is not smiling, except since the birth of his children. That's the last time. We got a media timeout. Feels like this game has hardly gotten started.
It hasn't. We're at 6:40 to go. Game's been going for 20 minutes, but that's a whole different story.
So Ub's last look here of the day. We saw Toulouse go 2-0. We saw Miami go 2-0. We saw Amsterdam go 2-0. So a chance to be the 4th team to finish the day unbeaten. But Liman can take the lead here with Stefanovic on the line. He will knock the first of 2 down. And the second goes. Stefanovic has been in the lab at the free throw line apparently. Doc Strange working on Stojanovic. Solid defense, 1 to shoot. Doc Strange lost his footing. and will miss it. Vasquez. Maybe not the shot in the offense that they would like. Scramble for that one. That's ruled off of who?
Nah, it's ruled off of Liman.
Oh, okay. Well, Brankovic was saying he wanted to challenge. I didn't know what he was talking about there. Brankela.
Brankovic has gotten to the cup at will in this game with his left hand.
Well,
he's driving.
He's been the best, most consistent player for Oop today.
Yes.
And I thought he took a step back last year. I thought that, you know, I like Brankela's game a lot. He doesn't get a lot of praise on this Oop team for the things that he does, but he's so critical to their success. We know what he does in terms of the key assist and facilitating, but he struggled with his shot last year. And, you know, he definitely had a down year, I think, by his normal standards. But today he's been a man for Oop. But it is Liman who is in front right now, 14-12. Majstorovic inside. Badac, too much muscle. Thankfully, Majstorovic is there to save the day. Stojanovic trying to get a look from long range. He will get to the cup and will finish with the layup. Passes off target. Otherwise, Strahinja would have had a good look from two. Doc Strange snatched him. Get over here. Oh, what Milutinovic got that one to go. A little awkward. Strange right back.
Oh, we get some scoring all of a sudden. Both teams at 9 fouls. They don't want to play as physical anymore. Oh, what a pass. Oh, offensive foul on Stretch. Now he gets a technical foul added to it.
So they make matters worse for themselves. They looked like it was a good seal, and then he extended that arm.
Took too long as well.
Yep, took too long to get the pass inside, and that's what caused the offensive foul, and then just a mental mistake from Stretch. This is not the game to debate with the officials. It's already been one of those kind of heated games.
Oh, but Majstorovic is missing free throws left and right today, man. It is just not his tournament so far.
Yeah, you don't see it often. Majstorovic, he is still 0-4 from long range. Liman with a 1-point lead. Milutinovic, that could be a big two. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Stefanovic wanted the pass. And now he wants a rest. He'll get it. Milutinovic will stay on. Doc Strange has looked mortal on this opening day. Badac lost his footing. He shoots it from his hiney, and it goes.
How?
He shot it from the man buns. This is complete. Look at this. Loses footing. That's what a squats pay off.
That's a pistol squat right there.
I'm telling you.
Look at that.
He just deadlifted.
You know what I heard, though?
What?
I heard Chuck Norris is afraid of Nemanja Badac.
You might be right. Doc Strange. It goes. Might not have been exactly how he planned it, but Oop now jump in front, 18-16. And Badac will get a hand on it. 4:37 left to go in this slugfest. This has been a UFC bout between these two teams. Badac with the drop step. No, out of bounds it'll go to Liman.
Did you see Majstorovic hustling for the offensive rebound there? He's been going at the glass like crazy in this game.
Well, you're going to get the effort from Majstorovic.
Oh, I know, but he's looking for ways to be an effective player on the squad without his shot working.
Well, that's why he's one of the best to live. And there he is again, pestering the Liman offense. Milutinovic can't hit it. Stojanovic to Stefanovic, and he's going to draw the foul. I think he got lucky there because that was close to a travel.
Yes, it looked like a travel, but I think he got stuck on Barac's leg. I think that might be what the referees are calling here. It's 10th foul, though. So don't look now, but 2 free throws and possession for Liman.
And I think Stefanovic is 100% at the line. And he will continue his hot streak from the charity stripe. Another one is good. And we are back tied again. Stojanovic making his move. Stefanovic, 2-ball. Stojanovic saves it. I think Ub would have touched that last. They got 1 to shoot. Oh, no. Never mind. Fresh 12. My eyes deceived me. They'll find Vasquez mid-range. No. Barac comes down with the rebound. Here comes Brankovic falling away. Barac, another rebound. Poked away by Stretch. He's argued his case. They can't challenge. I know that. For the TV timeout. And I'm not sure if the officials can actually take a look at it in the break if they wanted to. I'm not.
I think they start doing that at 19 points.
Okay.
Same with challenges. I think at the end of the game you can challenge when a team hits 19. 18 is too soon. I might be mistaken though.
Well, we got to get back at our rule book. This is the season opener. We got to knock off the rust too. Doc Strange operating. Sets the table for Barac. Ooh, back in front. Stojanovic with almost a big turnover there.
And then Stojic tried to sell a foul and tossed it out of bounds.
Oh, man. What a crazy game.
So an out-of-bounds challenge now from Ub. We want to get this possession back. Big momentum swing could happen here. Again, if Ub catches the possession out of this challenge, they could end the game with a 2. Liman could come back and tie the game or even go up 1. This is an important call.
So we'll get another look at it too here on your screen. And you can see, I think Stojic just threw it out of bounds.
I think so too.
So Stojanovic's hand seems to be out away from the ball. And the momentum, as you can see, Strange is.
Yeah, he just chucked it out of bounds. Challenge lost. There you go.
So ball blue. Ub and Liman in the red and blue unis going at it like the Bloods and Crips. I'm from the West, so you know how it is out there. Oh, Stojanovic, whoa, look at that defense from Ub. Majstorovic with another add to his greatest hits collection. His first 2 of the day is the biggest, as it lifts Ub to another victory. 2-0, wasn't pretty, doesn't have to be. A win is a win is a win. They take it 21-18 over Liman, and frankly, an ugly game.
Yes, an ugly game, and I think both games Ub played weren't the prettiest games, but they fought and they persevered, and that's all that matters to them. Look, I think a day like this can only give you confidence because you didn't do things on offense the way you usually do them, right? So their offense wasn't clicking, it wasn't going. Their defense is what's shown through, and just the consistency at the end of the game. And then finally, Dejan Majstorovic hit a 2 to end this one. He needed that one to go down. I think they'll have a good day tomorrow based off of this day alone.
I agree with you. They're gonna get back in the lab. Happy to have wins, but probably disappointed in a lot of things that occurred during those wins. But UB is victorious. We'll get a break in the action. Our next contest starts here in about 10 minutes, 6:30 local time, as we'll swing things back over to Pool D action. And we'll get another look at the Austrians and see if they can make their way into the quarterfinals. They'll battle with Tennoz out of the QD. That's up next.
OK、それではここから日本のチームが続けて登場です。2試合参りましょう。その前に再びこのパフォーマンス盛り上げていただきましょう。Come on, Black Thank you, Lexi.
Austria versus Team Tennoz SCCFC from Japan. And now, representing the team of Vienna, number 8, Toulouse.
And the action rolls on and on and on from Utsunomiya, where the World Tour opener gets back to Pool D action with Vienna and Tennoz SSC lining up a must-win game for these teams, as both of them have taken an L to Amsterdam Rabobank. Vienna comes out first. They got Sonel, who was so good in that game against Amsterdam. He had 6 points. He was very efficient from the field, but not a lot of help in that one. Murati had 8, but Kaltenbrunner and Tony Blazana only combined for 2 points. This is your team, Vienna. And they're going to look to take a W against a team that the crowd here for sure will be rooting for. A Japanese team, they made it all the way out of the qualifying draw. It's Tennoz SSC XE. A feisty battle with Amsterdam ended in 21-12. And it was Yuto Maeda with drives to the basket, shots from distance that did so well. He comes out first. He's joined by Hiroto Takeda. Takeda didn't have a great game in that matchup with Amsterdam. Bunch of turnovers, bunch of travels called on him. He's definitely looking to improve on that. Shinji Naruse joins them, and last out is Naoto Ito. This Tennoz team plays with pace. They play with speed. They're a tough matchup for anybody that can't match that pace. Now, Vienna showed out on defense against in their other games, so it's going to be an interesting one, this one. Again, both teams need the W. A win means we'll be seeing them tomorrow. An L means we'll be seeing them go home after this. Vienna, obviously, with the best papers. A long-standing team in this world of 3x3. They got Sonel going. They're going to hope to get Kaltenbrunner going against this squad. They have the size advantage, and he's going to be able to take advantage of that. The Japanese, though, they can get hot from 2. And we'll see what ends up being the result here, as both teams get warmed up, and my esteemed colleague probably has some words on them as well. I did mention the fact that this is a must-win game, that it's a clash of styles.
Yes. You know, I'm not going to count Tennoz out, man. And the only reason is because their style is hinged upon speed, right? Vienna are not they're a good defensive team, but they are not the most fleet of foot. I think that Tennoz speed, coupled with some consistent two-point shooting,
that's where it is.
Could be a nightmare for Vienna. But I think Vienna's system, they can obviously pound it. They're going to score on the inside. You can hit me with a pause. They can play effectively inside with strength.
No, look, I was talking about the mismatch. Kaltenbrunner could be really good in this one. He was not great in their first game. Only 1 point, didn't drive as much, no assists for him. So I'm looking for him to rebound literally and figuratively from that game.
I think the only player for me that was impressive in Vienna's opening, well, it was a loss, was Sonel, and Murati played pretty well too. But to me, that was really it. But again, it's you and Chang that have been on the bandwagon. We're gonna see, but I would not sleep on this Tennoz team. See what I mean? See what I mean?
There you go.
Nice connection right out of the gates for the guys in orange. Murati. Off the nice move, it's Kaltenbrunner. This is where the bucket should come easy for Vienna. 2-ball on the way. 2 from 2. Yuto Maeda.
Yeah, Maeda was also the already leading scorer in the first game. 7 points. He was 2 of 4 from distance. Showing he can light up the scoreboard. So
look at the arc on that 2-ball. What Vienna have to be careful of is if they don't want to get into an early deficit of, say, 5 points or more against Tennoz and kind of get them out of their system. Of course, if they can do that, then I don't think that Tennoz is going to have much of a chance. So now left alone, he says, so what? Splashes it, and now he'll have possession of it right wing. Fabioso gives it up. Moratti. That is just light work. Not a whole lot Tennoz can do when Vienna decide to attack the rack. So for Vienna, control the tempo. Play your game. Don't force anything. They got advantages 1 through 4.
Yeah, but this is a game that can only lose you confidence, right?
Oh, my goodness.
In this world of 3x3, in these tournaments, you need to gain confidence in every game you play. You need to take some positives away, right? Against a team like Tennoz, where, let's be frank here, Vienna is the favorite, and they're kind of expected to outplay the size matchup. If you don't do well in a game like this and you still win, it's going to take away from your confidence in the tournament. And then Ito is hitting shots like that.
Yeah, but you know, that's encouraging, but also the other end of that, and that's certainly not a good sign for Tennoz to see Vienna connect on 2 twos already. But they've made some spectacular shots, Tennoz has, but they've all had to be spectacular to go down.
True.
I mean, every point they've scored. The long 2, the oop to start the game. I just don't think they can continue at that pace. But they're firing at will.
I've watched them in some tournaments last year where Ito really went off. So I'm looking at him to try to get some more shots up from long range to try to see if he can create something.
That was tough. KTB. Blazon. Easy. The 2s continue to go up at volume for Tennoz. The defensive effort has been there. That ain't going nowhere. But their style of play, you wonder how long they can play this high octane, style of 3x3.
My guess is in the 3x3 XC leagues out here in Japan, they play at a higher pace rather than a lower pace.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of teams there are predicated on their speed, their long-range shooting to create instead of their size. So I think pace for them comes natural.
Might have a point there. So now on the drive. So now 2 hands for safety.
So Nail's playing so well.
That's a fact. I like that.
Thank you.
Fabioso, kick out to Kaltenbrunner. Drives left, swings right. Oh, he is playing so well. So nails a 2-piece, another in fact, as Vienna. They are cruising right now with a 10-4 advantage headed into our first media timeout.
Yeah, look at Nail getting to the rack then. He gets his long-range game going as well. Tennoz, they're struggling for every single bucket that they get. They don't get a lot of open shots. And the same defense we saw from Vienna against Amsterdam was pretty locked down, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's showing out again.
I've been most impressed with their 2-point shooting, which is was going to be one of the questions in this one. I said if Tennoz could get it going from long range, I gave him a chance in this game, but it's actually been Vienna that's been cooking. Nice crossover and take, but no finish. And a travel called on Tony Blaze. Ito making the move on Kaltenbrunner. Kicked out for another 2-piece. Swishalicious. Utsunomiya. He's mighty good. If he gets a look, so now no argument. He's called for the foul. The third on Vienna.
Yeah, he knew he was out of position. That's not a bad foul, actually. You can reset instead of being at a disadvantage on defense.
Exactly what they've done. Does not help him prevent a Tennoz bucket. So now they can do nothing with him. That one's missed. Marathi fouled. He's hoping for an unsportsmanlike. I don't know. Let's take, well, that's the other replay. Officials will discuss some common foul.
It's not been Hirota Takeda's tournament so far. You remember him traveling in their first game a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, like 5 times.
Well, missed 2 layups already in this one.
Ooh, shifty. .5:19 to go. Last action in Pool D. 3 more games left on the slate after this one. Vienna have maintained control from the outset. Tennoz, though, are pesky and have stuck with them, but they've simply had no answer for Fabioso now. Outside, inside, defense leading to offense.
I don't mind what Tennoz is putting out there. They're smart with their fouls. They're so quick. They're tough to contain. They're going to the free throw stripe now with a chance to pull it in 3 halfway through the game. If you would have told me that at the start, I would have signed up for it. I'm not mad at the way they play, really.
And it would have been believable because remember, they gave Amsterdam some trouble early, too. But I think that Vienna's built a big enough lead, and they continue. They obviously continue to feed Fabioso now. We saw him score 14 in a game last year. He might mess around to get close to that number in this one.
Look, this day out of Sonel is exactly what Vienna wants, right? Or at least what I wanted to see out of Vienna, because I picked them to go up this year. So
nice action. Marathi found on the dip to the bucket. And then it's Hirota Takeda who dips out. Quick drive left. Tennoz keeping pace for the most part. Marathi misfires Blazon. It's the offensive rebounding. The rebounding in general that makes a big difference for Vienna. Second chance opportunity. Gets the lead back out to 5. 3-possession game. The skip pass attempt is broken up. Hit somebody's foot. So a fresh, or did it hit somebody's foot? Yep. First 12 seconds. So now with the ball screen. He's got a seal. Blazon's got an open look, which he takes advantage of. This one could be in and before the limit as Vienna continue to close in. 16-10 now. Ito. 2 ball. No. Marathi takes his time, drives strong right, finishes left. I know that physicality is not the strength of this Tennoz team, but I'd like to see him be a little bit more physical defensively.
Yeah, I was just thinking either be more physical or use your fouls more effectively.
Yeah, hand check a guy who got a wide open lane. Something, anything. Moratti wants it. So now, not that time. A little bit gas maybe. Dribble, drive, cross, swatted. Blazon's got position. He's going to get called for 3 seconds if he doesn't get out of there. So now we'll kick it to him. Blazon open and knocks it down. Timeout on the floor, 2:40 to go.
Yeah, Tennoz was close, but Vienna has blown the doors off of this one with wide open twos, drives to the basket, and there's a lot more physicality. Let's be nice about it.
Plenty of fireworks beyond the two-point arc. You knew what they had the advantage of. This was going to be a one-point scoring game, but the way they've exploded from beyond that arc has been impressive. Most so is Fabioso.
And look, I mentioned this game could only go against your confidence, I guess, in your team. But the way Vienna's played in the last few minutes, and if they can close up soon here, that will still go a long way towards feeling comfortable.
Ito, oh, creatively finishes that. The one-hand floaty. Oh, shook him like the shivers. Moratti couldn't knock it down. Good look, a no look from Moratti, no good. 2 minutes to play. Fabioso can't put it away. KTB with it. Now Moratti will have his chance. He decides to drive instead this time. Soft touch. So now count it. That's it. Game time, no free throw necessary. Vienna with a blowout victory that will salvage their spot in the quarterfinals. They will advance. Tennoz go 0-2 after coming out of the qualifying draw. They will play no longer here in Utsunomiya. But a credit to them for their effort today. Even in a couple of losses. Certainly something to build on. It is back to the lab for them. It is on to the quarterfinals for Vienna. And again, 3 games left on the day's slate. Pool C up next. Raudondvaris, Hoptrans, and Utsunomiya Brex taking center stage. Stick around.
so tiny, bro.
All right. I think official Vescovic is ready.
We are too.
He's got his tights, what do you call those things? Thermals?
Thermals, yeah.
The thermals on for the arms and the legs.
You need some thermals on your legs.
Some of us watched the weather forecast today, and some of us didn't. And that's why some of us are suffering right now. But hey, I earned the punishment. I earned the
shorts when
punishment.
it's sub 20 degrees, bro.
I found the smallest shorts in my suitcase and picked them to wear today.
Yeah, your shorts are about the size of Worthy's.
Brilliant. Not that far. All right, we got some more action in front of us. That'll sure heat some things up around here. Sharunas Vingelis. Man, did he have a good one as their first time out. They did lose to Miami, but still a well-played game, I thought, for Raudondvaris and for Vingelis in particular. He's joined by Flight Mode, Modestas Kupis, Vivaldis Djaugis, Ivo Knievel, and the Lithuanian Aurelius Bukelis. Team Raudondvaris, Hoptrans in a must-win situation here against Japanese representative Utsunomiya Shi. Another matchup similar to kind of like the previous game that we saw with Vienna and Tennoz. So Utsunomiya Shi will be heavy underdogs in this one, but this crowd is going crazy for them.
They should. I mean, Utsunomiya gave a valiant effort in their first game against Miami. Look, 21-12 loss. with 3 players playing on the court for Utsunomiya, that's nothing to snuff at. And then Suleiman Coulibaly actually showed out. 8 points for him.
Yeah, he cooked. I like this game. I don't think this game is going to go 10 minutes. I think Raudondvaris is going to seize the opportunity here against a 3-man Utsunomiya team. And this should be light work.
It should be.
It should be.
It should be. And look, Raudondvaris got everything they wanted in that game against Miami in the sense that they shot a high percentage from inside the arc. They actually tied the rebounding battle, but that's good enough for them. They had drives, they had key assists, but they did go 0 for 7 from 2. And I think that was the difference in the game. So let's see if they can at least get somebody shooting from the outside, because everybody tried, but no one hit.
Really?
None.
Yeah, let's see. Jalga's 0 for 2. Vingalis 0 for 2. Yeah. Well, I did mention their 2-point shooting percentage from last year was not impressive. Not the worst at 27%, but the better teams shoot it at 30 or above, usually between 30 and 35%. That's where you're going to find your marquee teams. So Raudondvaris Hoptrans have some work to do in that regard. They'll get warmed up in this one. So they got the adrenaline going. So they're not cold at all. But if you look around this venue, everybody's
shivering.
shivering. They got the hoodies up.
I'm actually going to zip up my...
Oh, look at you.
See, I brought layers.
Boz did bring...
I checked out the weather report. I figured it'd be a little bit cold. And
I'm eyeing that jacket, Boz, right next to you. I guess put that on my legs, I'll be just fine.
I got a shirt you can put on your legs.
Thank you.
Here you go. Wait, I'll grab it. I brought it back up.
See, y'all can hear at home how the teamwork is making the dream work. Is this silk?
At least it's something.
That's true.
You had nothing on your legs. Now you have whatever that is.
See, now everybody's looking at me. All right, we're set now. Thank you, boss.
Yeah, no worries. We'll get you a warm bowl of ramen after this.
Oh, now we talking. Now we talking. And some gyoza.
Yes, please.
Okay. Raudondvaris in the green. Utsunomiya, the 3 of them in the orange. Can they pull off the upset of upsets? We will find out as this game is underway. Suleiman gives it up. Suleiman. He said, don't get it twisted. Like my hairstyle, I can hoop. Bukelis off the mark on his first attempt. What if we saw one of those Ryo Ozawa type explosions?
Now you're talking magical performances.
I'm just saying though, like,
that's all time.
you know, once you get it going, we'll see.
Agreed. We'll see. I think if anybody does it on this team, it's Suleiman Coulibaly. But yeah, I'm not going to wait on a 20-point explosion here.
No.
I'll be waiting for a bit.
It's just wishful thinking. I'm trying to think of any way.
Well, they probably need that if they wanted to win. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. If there's any way that Utsunomiya could win it, it would take an iconic performance. Oh, there's Kumpis getting a score. The hustle preserves the possession for Utsunomiya. Kumpis, Vingalis. The ball never drops until it goes through the rim.
That's the first 2 for Raudondvaris on the day.
Oh, nice finish. Another downshift. Uh-oh. This is going to be punishment.
That's a smart foul.
Yes. And Jalgis will have a seat. You would think that the reason why Raudondvaris is one of the more formidable rebounding teams, you would think it would be because of Bukelis. What a pass by the Lithuanians. But the top 2 rebounders in the league last year were Kumpis and Jalgis. Suleiman, he is the man for Utsunomiya. Look at the defense. Bukelis will convert it anyway. Suleiman! Not that time. Oh, and they mishandle it.
Good hustle from Nakanishi, though, to get to that offensive rebound. And again, this is the type of stuff they're going to need if they want to stick in this game. Playing with 3, though, I'm sure they're going to get tired at some point.
Yeah, without a question. You know, Jalgis is going to continue to try to brutalize them on the inside. That takes its toll, too.
Yes, and I don't think they have an answer for it.
Oh, that's a travel. So the Utsunomiya defense has been able to force a couple of mistakes early. Offensive foul, orange.
Yeah, Ijima extending his arms, trying to get Koulibaly an open look. Referee Vesco was on to him, though.
Man, imagine Koulibaly on a contender team. So imagine Koulibaly on a team like Riffa. Do you see?
I think he's the type of talent that any team could use.
Oh,
that's
man.
from what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
You might have to integrate him into a system, though. So far, he's been going one-on-one and taking all the shots he wants.
This could be an audition. Good luck holding on to him. He'll miss it badly left that time. Kumpis to Pukelis. A 2-point lead for the Lithuanians. Look at the defense from Pukelis, though. Whoa. The big man moving. Foul on the floor, the 5th on Utsunomiya. Pocket pass. So that's just rudimentary for Raudondvaris. They can get to that action anytime they want.
It's a well drawn up play too, forcing his later switch than you'd like, and getting Pukelis a wide open look.
Ricochets back to Utsunomiya. Open lane for the drive. Contact on the way up. And a deserved whistle, I thought, for sure there.
Definitely.
No, a free throw attempt will come after this media timeout. Both teams step aside. Raudondvaris, heavy favorites in this one, but have not built a big lead as of yet.
I'm curious, because we didn't see this in the first game either. Second game a little bit more, but we haven't seen too much of Pukelis underneath the basket, right? A couple of times in this game. First game, they went away from that, I felt like, because they wanted to try to get Jalgis going, Pukelis going. You have one of the biggest weapons in all of 3x3 on your team. You better use it and use them well.
I think they're picking their spots. I don't think they have to unleash the beast with Pukelis as of yet. I think it was probably more important against Miami.
Yeah, I felt like he didn't do a lot in the post against Miami. I was hoping for more.
But then again, I mean, he did have Big Cinnamon defending him, who, you know, he's not the biggest guy, but at 6'7", you know, he's going to be able to give Pukelis some contention. Off the miss on the inside. Oh, Suleiman with the quickies and the dishes. 7-6. Pukelis running hook. So Pukelis has seen enough. Oh, there's a foul. Kumpis is whistled. So Koulibaly will go up to the line. How old is this kid? 20 what?
Let me check. I think 25, maybe.
He's got that youthful exuberance. to his game. Plenty of pep in his step. I like it. Free throw.
He's 24.
Cash, 24. Jalkis takes the package, delivers underneath. 9-7 though, Utsunomiya in this game. And they miss on the fadeaway. The longer they stay in this game, the better chance I think they have late. Uh-oh, you can't do that. That's going to count. So Bukelis steps through.
Yeah, there's no way they're stopping that. There is absolutely no
unfair.
way. But look, I think, I know as Raudondvaris you want to stay in rhythm and you want to play your game, whatever. You could just post up Bukelis 21 times you win the game.
Yeah.
I don't know why you want to go away from that to get other guys involved. I would just go 21 times, throw it to the big fella.
Yeah. And if it gets doubled, kick it out, knock down the shot. Yeah.
Or just like this, step through, make sure you get the bucket or get some free throws. He's a good free throw shooter.
Yeah.
Feed the parking meter.
Yeah, got to do it. Raudondvaris have done it enough. Uh-oh. There's a lot of grabbing out there. No whistle, but a bucket. And Jalkis, I think, similarly has the same advantage, although he is, oh, whoa. Biz took a shot in the grill. And a gimp ankle, it looks like.
That'd be bad news for Utsunomiya. We're already down a player. I think he can finish the game with 2, but...
Oh, okay. So that was a clear shot to Modestas Kumpis's face. We've seen that called an unsportsmanlike throughout the day today. Remember the one called on Milutinovic against Strange. I think that this is even more egregious.
Oh, okay. So they did upgrade it. So the regular foul is called on Kumpis.
Yeah.
And then an unsportsmanlike on Ijima.
Yep. I think that's the right call by the book. So Kumpis is going to shoot 2. He paid for it.
Yeah.
To go to the line here, he took a shot to the face. And the crowd making it difficult on flight mode. Knocks down 1 or 2. 6-point lead for Raudondvaris, 5:40 to go. And Utsunomiya with 9 fouls. Uh-oh. Boz is not moved.
I mean, it's a good shot.
Yeah, but there's a butt coming here.
No, there's not a butt coming. It's a good shot. Just, I don't think it's an uh-oh. I mean, Raudondvaris is at 15 points, and we still have half the game left to play as far as time.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Unless Ijima and Koulibaly can go on a tear in this one in the next few minutes. But they're not stopping anybody defensively. They need to win on offense. That's a pretty shot by Koulibaly. Great footwork.
Man, he's got some potential. Oh, Kupis blew the crib. Kubali, oh, he's all up in his bag. The runner, one hand, it's on the touch, the two-piece. Jalgis with the response.
That would have been an uh-oh. If that would have gone in, that would have been an uh-oh, I tell you.
Yep, there's the matchup they wanted. Why? Why?
There go them Snikes again.
I'm just saying, it didn't even take a fake. My guy just jumped. Oh, Jalgis called for the hard foul. That's a fatigue foul, it seems. And one that Raudondvaris could afford to give is their 6th. And Utsunomiya won a timeout.
Yeah, speaking of fatigue, I mean, they're playing with 3.
Right.
They have to be tired. And they're playing with speed, they're playing with pace, but they're also fighting an uphill battle on the physical front. They have to be gassed right now.
Gotta give them credit. Valiant effort. Especially from Suleiman Kubali.
That teardrop is pretty.
Yeah, he got some mixtape material in this game alone. He's coming around. He wants it again. No good. Bukelis. Oh! You know, if
Nakanishi already had somebody get close to him and throw one down on him. Yeah. He tried to get in an audition for his second one there.
I would love to see, like, if Bukelis was just a little bit more athletic. That's a drop step, elevate, and just destroying of another human being.
Yeah, but for a big fella doing that off a drop step is really tough because you have to not only get up straight to dunk it and then throw it in, but then you have to take the contact with it.
Yeah, true.
Look, I've dunked on some people now in the past, but I needed to run it. I couldn't do it just off of.
Just off drop.
I could do it off vert on a spin, but not like that.
If you were James Perry, then you would.
Well, I'm not. I am most definitely not James Perry. I don't think we could be more opposite.
Well, this one is getting close to being over. Utsunomiya can't foul, and they can't stop Raudondvaris. No matter how hard they try. There's the foul.
That's number 11.
And, yep, Jalgis can end it. They want a timeout. He could end it at the free throw line. 2 attempts and the ball. DJ Lab's been going to work today, too.
Oh, he's been in the lab. He was looking at samples yesterday when I saw him in the stands for the opening ceremony. He was looking at some Neil Diamond stuff. I don't know where he gets his inspiration from, but wow.
He's got a deep bag, too. But this is the perfect music on a kind of chilly night to get people moving their shoulders, bouncing.
All he needs is a little bit of hot food. That helps.
Soon, on the way. On the way. Jalgis, no, that had no chance. I love the way the crowd is cheering this game like it's a tie game.
The venue is filled up again, too.
Offensive foul. Kubali got the worst end of that. But all Raudondvaris need is a point.
Yeah, they got the biggest man in 3x3 on the court.
Give me those. Jalgis drops it off, and the exclamation punch for Pugalis and Raudondvaris. Light work against Utsunomiya. They win it by 9 going away. Well before the limit. Kind of expected this one, but credit to Utsunomiya. They did give the crowd some oohs and ahs.
Some oots and ahs?
Some oots.
Some
oots and ahs. No, that was good. I'm just slow. That was slow. So they'll give a final bow to the crowd. Thanks for playing. But day 2 is reserved for the best of the best. And Raudondvaris Hoptrans have their spot in the quarterfinals. 2 more games left. 2 more games left. Riffa and London. That one could be fun, even though London is a 3-man team. I'm anxious to see Ashley Hamilton again. They're coming up directly next. We will then have a entertainment break, followed by our last game of the day, Liman and Partizan.
That is going to be, well, look, all of these games are really good, but that last one is one to go watch out for.
And don't sleep on the next one. Again, Riffa London coming up, a 7:20 check ball, 7 minutes away for more action here in Utsunomiya.
Coming up next, game 11 of the main draw. And we got Team Riffa from Bahrain versus Team London from USA. And now, representing the Team Riffa, number 4, Stefan Husservi.
They just want to rock. Bobby Adiat. Riffa are back. And they need a win, don't they, here, boss?
What they need is a win, and they need some twos to go down, because VVO led him in scoring in the last game.
Which is, what did he finish with?
7 points.
Whoa.
They were 0 of 7 from long range.
That is not very Riffa-like.
No, it's not.
And that's where Force has to step up, and that's also where I think you miss a must-see TV, man. Yep. I do, and you don't see Dennis Donker shoot it that poorly in a contest either. And nothing against VVO, but if he's your leading scorer, then I don't think you win many games with VVO being your leading bucket getter.
You're right. He did get to the free throw line a bunch, though. So 4 of his 7 points came from the free throw line. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, 0 of 5 from long range for Dennis Donk. We're looking for more, 3 of 5, I'd say. That'd be a normal way to go. Now, London coming out, a valiant effort, I'd say, against Toulouse. 21-15 loss. Ashley Hamilton with 8 points, 6 rebounds, which was huge in that one.
You know that he's made history today. He's the first British-born official professional 3x3 player.
Really?
Yes.
So they haven't had a team in the main draw anywhere?
No, I read this earlier. So, yeah, it was posted on GB Basketball.
Okay.
He becomes the first ever British pro 3x3 player.
Okay, I don't mind that.
So he's here he is on display.
Yeah, and they're going to need some help if they want to win this game. First of all, he was the only one, Hamilton, to hit a 2. They were 1 of 5. Pierce didn't get loose for any long-range shots. That's what you need out of Justin Pierce, right? He is a very good shooter, but he was limited against that Toulouse defense. Now, the second thing I noticed in London's game against Toulouse is the fact that they didn't guard screens very well. It was part fatigue, but also part chemistry, as they haven't practiced much together. Switches weren't crisp. When they were playing the drop coverage, Hamilton would just stick with his defender and give up open layups. And guess what this Riffa team is known for? Screening.
Yeah.
They screen and they move. So London, if they must have had a long talk before this game. But if they have the same defensive effort that we saw in game 1, they're going to be in trouble.
Do you give London any chance in this game?
It's going to come down to Justin Pierce. Look, I think Ashley Hamilton has showed us what he can do. I think he can repeat that performance. But they need a second guy to score, and they need some long-range shots to go down.
Well, I think Hamilton could be in for a physical kind of game with Augustania, and even Forts can hold his own. So I don't expect Hamilton to be as dominant in this one. I'm with you. I think if London can pull off a stunner here, it's going to be because Pierce starts cooking from long range. And DeRosier, man, he's a model of consistency. You're going to get what you get out of him every game. He's not going to make a lot of mistakes, but he's not going to score 7, 8, 9 points.
No, he can get up to like 4 points off of rolls or whatever. But again, the explosive scoring, Hamilton can get to 8 inside the bucket. The explosive scoring could come from Justin Pierce.
We will find out. Last contest in Pool B today. Game 11 of 12 to open the season here at Utsunomiya. Oh, foul on White. Pierce defended Donker. Forts. He's going to draw the foul on Pierce.
They're targeting Pierce here in the mismatch. They're screening him and trying to get him in a role with either Forts or Augustania.
But we talked about it after their game earlier. We said that Pierce has got to improve with his interior defense. He got called for a lot of fouls on the inside in their opener. Hamilton corrals the rebound resoundingly. Pierce, he's got to put that in the air, and that's what Hamilton is saying. And Hamilton will find the rebound up to DeRosier. Pierce gives it up. DeRosier called for the travel. But, you know, that speaks to the lack of practice they've had together. I think if they've had time, he would have known to put that in the air. He would know that Hamilton can go and get that thing. Instead, we play on 0-0. Forts. He attacks Hamilton and blows a crib himself. Hamilton wants a two-piece. Ooh, Forts makes the move. It's stolen away by Pierce. He'll skip it down low. Hamilton now goes up against Forts. Nothing doing. VVO. So Forts is with him. Jonas for 2.
Yeah, he's happy to see that one go down, I'm sure. Again, they didn't hit any in their first game.
Pierce having trouble creating his shot. He's going to run out of time. Too much dribbling. And a turnover.
Yeah, again, Pierce is good off of off-ball movement and catch and shoots. He needs a creator to get him some space, and that creator, unfortunately, not playing with the squad right now in Austin Butler.
Yeah, Austin Butler makes a massive difference on this London team. He does have the experience. He does have the toughness, and he was on a hell of a tear to close 2024, too.
Yeah, don't forget, he co-led the squad in rebounding with a known rebounder in Henry Caruso.
Yeah, in fact, again, London formerly known as Team Princeton. Pierce, catch, shoot, miss. Donker up top, VVO left alone. They double dared him, and he cannot double down. Ball stays blue. Donker, clean look, splash. Donker's first two of the tournament, you see him point to the sky.
Yep, after an 0-5 performance in his game one. Again, he's also happy to see one go down.
So both he and Forts have connected. Hamilton trying to deflect the pass. Instead, he gets whistled for the second foul on London. Third foul, rather. Donker gets him started. Revving up the engine is Dennis the Menace. Donker wants another. Misfires right. Pierce will get it cleared. A risky pass that ends up being stolen. Pierce has had a couple of issues here early, defensively and decision-making offensive-wise. And VVO sees lunch meat when he sees Pierce, too. You know that's a problem. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, VVO usually not the type to go and attack a one-on-one matchup, but Pierce, yeah. Step late, not physical on the drive, then gets bumped off his spot easily. London's going to need some more off Justin Pierce if they want to get some wins this year.
Got to step his game up. That's a start. That's a start. Oh, gets sealed though there. Augustinian. Oh. Bullying.
Look, you're going to learn fast in this game of 3x3. If you're not playing defense physically, people are going to keep picking on you until you do.
Well, they're seeking the contact with him. Oh, jab step. Sent Fort sliding. Ash Hamilton is the real deal. Forts up top, VVO. This time he ricochets off of DeRosier. 6-4 contest. Pierce is able to draw the foul that time. We're 30 seconds past the 7-minute mark, so that means it's time for a media timeout. London playing with 3. No Austin Butler in their debut here in Utsunomiya. And they've managed to be able to hang in games early. I say games, but they only have one contest earlier today. Here they are, and a close one with Riffa.
It's been Hamilton. The reason they've stayed close has been Hamilton, right? He's been getting offensive rebounds. He's scoring underneath the basket. It's mostly out of one-on-one creation, though. And again, you'd like for this team to gel a little bit more. Get a training camp in somewhere, practice a little bit, because I think they have the talent.
I agree with you. Rosier has the advantage. Got to use the left, though. Hamilton bringing the thunder. Forts by himself. Hamilton trying to knock down the second two. Goes begging, but he breaks up the pass. Pierce, this is what he's here for. Knock down twos. He doesn't do that. Forts will reverse it. Hamilton, he's got the green light, but he hits nothing but backboard. Uh-oh. Why they tripping? Augustinian and Hamilton hit the deck. Foul blue.
Yeah. Just too much contact on that screening action.
Man, hard to see who was the culprit from, in my opinion. I would have gave offsetting fouls. Oh, DeRosier. That spin move didn't lose Forts at all. DeRosier able to muscle it up and in. Augustinian. He's become a force. And a fatigue foul reaching in. Augustinian wanted a breather. Instead, it's Forts who's going to get it. And still a game separated by just 2 points. Jerome in the house. I said Jerome in the house. Never mind. Hamilton. Punch the clock. Donker, too quick. Streams past Pierce for the bucket. Stays where it's at. Oh, Pierce, we're getting the shifty with it.
What?
Wait, what? That's what I said. What?
I didn't know Justin Pierce could do that.
Justin Pierce. Justin Pierce, anything is possible.
Wow. I didn't know he had hops like that, I'll be honest with you.
First he in and out of him. And then he got bouncy with the, wait a minute.
Pulled up on the rim too.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So there's the Hamilton two-hand yammer. That, now if Pierce can play more like that, then we talk about something.
That was interesting.
I didn't even know he had it like that.
Me neither.
I knew he had a wetter on him, right? So I've seen him shoot it. I've seen him shoot lights out before. But Justin Pierce, just in case you didn't know, now you do. Rosier. Uh-oh. Pierce has to force it up. Late in the shot clock. Four and a half left in a 1-point game right now.
Yeah, and London's been, they stuck around in their first game too against Toulouse. Now they did again. I'm a little bit confused because I see them make mistakes on the defensive end, and offensively they have to work really hard for their points. But somehow the other teams aren't making any twos against them.
Yeah. They're not finding much easy offense. And again, this is one of those games. I think if London can keep it close, they like their chances late in the game to maybe steal this one from Riffa. Oh, Hamilton. Called for the travel that time. Hamilton's a big boy, too. 6'8". Oh, nobody home. VVO snuck behind the defense route. Justin, at times it's a no-go. And Fort's being taken for a ride as he latched on to Hamilton. Oh, but the foul was on White. TV timeout. And it will be blue ball. London fighting tooth and nail, trying to stay alive, trying to earn a place in the quarterfinals against one of 3x3's top teams in Riffa. Although Riffa not exactly looking like one of 3x3's top teams.
Yeah, I'm just going to say they haven't looked great. They got a 2 to go down early. They haven't been able to create much space. I think this London team, you can get them if you screen a lot, if you have more movement than just one action on an offense. And I think Riffa has been stuck in gear one. They've been doing pick and roll, one thing. Get at least a swing pass.
And Tennoz has not really penetrated and attacked the rim like we've grown accustomed to seeing. Or at least he hasn't converted. He's able to score that one.
Here's your announcer's jinx, huh?
Well,
Talk about it, and he scores on the drive.
well, I jinxed him in a good way. Pierce. Now attacking. Uh-oh. There's a foul, though. And looks like VVO is holding his wrist. He's shaking up after tangling with Ashley Hamilton.
I think the offensive foul is on Pierce, though.
Right.
Jumping into Doncor.
Three-point lead, Riffa. Forts with the hezzy. Runs into Hamilton. A foul on the shot.
And a technical added to
And a technical. Oh, that's...
This might be a breaking point for London here. If they don't get it together, if they don't stop talking to the referees.
Yeah, the emotions are overflowing. And Forts will make them pay on the first free throw. The free throw on the foul shot. It's coming up here. Maybe just enough space that Riffa needed. Actually, scoreboard had a little bit of an issue. So they now have this game at 12-8.
Should be 13, no?
No, I think it should be 12. It was at 11 for a second, but I think 12 is the right score.
Okay.
13 pending this Forts free throw. And there it is. And Hamilton. A lot to build on for London.
No, I agree. I mean, look, Austin Butler, we know what he can bring, right? He's a proven creator off the dribble. He can shoot. He's a hustler. He can rebound as well. And I think that is exactly the ingredients this team needs. They need a creator. Pierce isn't able to do it by himself. It's Hamilton going one-on-one to the basket. Jerome DeRoger at times. But they need someone to give the ball to create off of the screen, to get his teammates involved, and to get Pierce unlocked.
That's what I was going to say. I think Austin Butler's arrival will open up Pierce's game.
And I think added to that, it'll unlock the screen and roll game with DeRoger.
Yeah, and that's where DeRozier really thrives, in the screen and roll. Two-man action. They're going to get it over to Augustinian. They forgot about him defensively. They can't make him pay from deep. DeRozier will drive it. Old Forts snatched his cookies. Up top, Jonas back to the menace. Dennis elevates. Double pump, Jay.
What?
Double pump, Jay. What? Ooh. DeRozier. He will fire the two and miss it long. 5-point lead for Riffa. Come back over here. Never mind.
Dennis is not on the mark today at all. You can see it. He hit one earlier, but he's been frustrated ever since, struggling to get an open look to go down. This is a shot that we saw him knock down time and time again last year.
It's 35, almost a 35% two-point shooter last year. What a pass from Pierce. On point as he was falling out of bounds.
You better call Jerome.
You better call Jerome. But I still got him coming late in the day. Oh, VVO still giving the effort as well. Credit to you both. I'm thinking about ramen and warmth.
Yeah, same here.
That's really the only thing on my mind at this point. 2:15.
Well, they called Jerome.
Yep. for travel. Well, I was going to say this is getting out of reach, but not really.
It's not.
Not really.
It's still a game.
Because Riffa haven't taken advantage of all the mistakes. That will likely put this one away.
2 minutes is a long time, but I'll take the 6-point lead for Riffa, yeah.
Yeah. And Hamilton with another Yamilton. Now Forts with the slight hezzy. Donker, still a no, but wait a minute. Am I seeing a technical sign?
What'd they call that for? Maybe yapping again?
Maybe so. I mean, we got headphones on, so we can't hear what's being said. I thought for sure it was a foul on the 2 attempt anyway. So Dennis Donker trying to provide the finishing touches to a Riffa win that will secure their spot in day 2. He will expand the lead to 6. London, they would need a flurry of 2s. No turnovers. Pierre spinning through the defense, into the defense, and finding a bucket. A nice bucket there from Augustinian. So time is of the essence. DeRosier. Hamilton. No. Donker getting some target practice. He still is missing almost everything.
Yeah, a lot of frustration showing for Donker as well. He's sure to be looking at this tape. Like there's like 3 or 4 open looks that he usually knocks down that he couldn't get to go. It's one of those days.
Yeah, Donker, you can tell that confidence is wavered some. Foul on White.
Yeah, that's number 9, and now frustration as well as fatigue and the fouls are all mounting up on this London squad that, look, we'll see them play with 4 at some stage, and like we said, I think they have the ingredients to be good, but this wasn't their day.
Yeah, the writing's on the wall in this one. Forts cashes in. Another one to come. And 59 seconds left in the contest. Hamilton, oh, he draws the foul. Maybe a prolonging of the inevitable here. Looking like this is for certain going to be a Riffa win. But Hamilton at least will get to add to his numbers that have been impressive all day. Actually, Hamilton, he's really like that.
Number 2, off left.
Here's Snow.
Shot no good.
One more bucket. Uh-oh. That's going to have to wait. The offensive foul called on Casper.
That is number 8. I know it's only 41 seconds left, but...
Well, I think that would be the only way that they could get back in is if somehow they got Riffa into double penalty territory.
Yeah, and then a lot of fouls drawn. Right.
Nice action. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
That's a really good play.
Misdirection, art of deception. Riffa win it by 8. Wasn't nearly as dominant of a win as it indicates on the scoreboard. London was in this game for much of it. Got sloppy late, but Riffa get the W. and they will play on tomorrow. And we will continue to play on here in Utsunomiya with one last 10-minute sprint left on day one. And it's going to be a good one. Trust and believe that.
Yes, sir.
Liman and Partizan to close the day. They come up next, slated to check ball at 7:55. So we are 13 minutes away from getting the last contest underway here in Utsunomiya. Enjoy the highlights. And again, we cap day one of this Utsunomiya Opener, 7:55. We got 10 minutes. See you then.
OK、それでは皆さん、これが本日のラストゲームになります。さて、皆様、こちら、ビジョンにご注目ください。FIBA 3x3 ワールドツアー、日本のカルチャー、ストリートファイター、皆さんゲームご存知でしょうか。これにちなんでちょっと遊んでみたいと思います。あのようにプレイヤーが表示されています。さあちょっとみんなに好きな選手の名前を聞いてみたいと思います。じゃあ上の方のお兄さん、ちょっと好きな選手の名前でも教えてもらっていいですか。お願いします。誰でも OK。
中西祐希選手。
中西祐希、チーム宇都宮、中西祐希いるかな。 OK、そう、こういう感じであちらのビジョンに注目ください。さあ誰か好きな選手いるかな。 OK です。好きな選手、飯島康夫選手いますか。宇都宮です。チーム宇都宮、飯島康夫選手出てくるかな。さ 出してますね。さあ次のキャラクター、皆さんのお気に入りの選手はいるんでしょうか。上のお兄さん、選手誰がお気に入りですか。
デニス。
デニス。リーファのデニス。チームリーファ、デニス。Right here。いますか、デニス。探してる。Alright。さあ続いてお気に入りの選手、どんどん聞いていきましょう。教えてください。
ワーシー・デヨング選手です。
ワーシー・デヨング。ワーシー・デヨン。いますね。OK。Thank you。ありがとうございます。日本のカルチャー、ストリートファイターさながらこの 3x3 も各国のこのランドマークとなるような場所でのゲームを行っております。引き続き 3x3 FIBA ワールドツアーをお楽しみください。
Welcome to the World Tour.
Coming up next, final game of day one, and we got Team Liman versus Team Partizan. And now, representing Team Liman, number 6, Alexa Stoyanovich. Number 1, Marko Stefanovic. Number 9, Mihailo
Liman have already taken the court here for this final contest of day one for this 2025 Utsunomiya Opener. They will do battle with their Serbian brethren. Partizan winner advances. So it's show up or go home, essentially, in this game. So expect this one to have a championship game kind of vibe. It's winner take all in this 10-minute sprint. Both teams fall into oob. It was a heartbreaker for Partizan, who pushed them to overtime, and a foul fest with Liman as well.
Oh, yes.
And put both teams in position to be a must-win situation.
I predict this one might be another one of those very physical battles. I like the defense I saw from Partizan, though. They clamped down on Oob in a way I haven't seen happen in a minute here. Look, Liman, they need some offense, and they need it badly. They struggled from long range, even though this lineup, like, they shot it percentage-wise, they shot it right. But 2 for 6 is not enough twos.
And agreed. I think I would give, if I was a betting man, I'd give Partizan the advantage here. I think their physicality and their size gives them that advantage. And I really like Borovićani.
Yes.
You know, I think he's a difference maker for Partizan. The only person that I think can neutralize his contribution is Milutinovic for Liman. So if he's able to have a big game, that could be the difference, the X factor for Liman. But other than that, I will give Partizan the advantage in this play-in game to the quarterfinal.
Yeah, and it's going to come down to, I think, a battle of the boards where Partizan in their game against Oob grabbed 16 rebounds. Liman only 8. I think the battle of the boards, especially the offensive rebound with Šupica, Borovićanin, and Torbica, is going to be very interesting.
Well, they'll get a couple more minutes to get warmed up, or maybe now that time is now up. That whistle means it's time to get to work. Last game of the day, and we might have saved the best for last, given the stakes in this one, given the in-country rivalry. All right, it is game time. Huh. Let's go. Pool A will close the day. And they stay on trend in these Serbian clashes. A foul in the first second of the game.
Well, there's 4 seconds off the clock now.
Okay.
Liman's already, not beating their record from the first game, which was 2 fouls in 2 seconds.
That is true. The Gladiator, Milivojevic, to Šupica. Got it beat, and then he sticks with it. Stretch with an athletic defensive play. Unable to prevent the bucket, however. It's the DRE. Getting rejected. Šupica quickly to Torbica. The former teammates going at it. And that time Stefanovic holds his ground. So Stefanovic, he wants to win this one bad, going up against his former Partizan teammates. He had to force that up late in the shot clock.
That's the second well-contested 2 in the game. Partizan's defense is already clamping down.
Defense is crazy with Partizan. That's something they can hang their hat on. Milivojevic starts some nice ball movement. Torbica, he will take advantage of an easy look at the rim. 2-zip start for Partizan. Stojanovic got a foul, White. Saw a lot of bickering on Liman's team at the end of that loss to Oob.
There's also a lot of history in that matchup, though.
Yeah, true, but I'm talking about amongst each other.
True.
Stojanovic, he pulls the trigger. Misfires and got his ball destroyed. That was destruction of property. Šupica with a beastly beat. And now Šupica feasting on the inside, got great position on Vasic.
We've seen that a couple of times today where he ducks in underneath the basket. He's a big dude. Nobody can get rid of him down there. Scores at ease, but Big two ball here.
That was an absolute comet dropping from the sky from Milutinovic. So Dre Milut.
You saying Dre's bringing the chronic early?
He firing it up, that's for sure. It's 3-2. They needed that. They needed the spark. They needed a spark. Vordovichanin cleared for takeoff. 3-3 contest. Stretch. Dre Milut. Oh, nice scoop D-Duke from the DRE. So if you recall, Milutinovic and Stefanovic started their careers as members of Partizan.
Yep. Milutinovic as well, no?
Yes, that's what I was, yeah, both of them. And last year made the move over to Liman. Now they find themselves on opposite ends in a critical game. Again, winner continues and loser stops here. Stojanovic, he wanted it up top. Nice decision to find Stefanovic. Good look there from the Manimal. And now Stojanovic called in a hand fight there with Torbica. The step from Torbica. He left Stefanovic in the dust. Now Marco with a chance to get some get back. He'll hand it over. Milutinovic. He will stop. He will not pop. But it comes back to him. Milutinovic is tripped up. And he'll hug it out with Torbica. No ill intentions.
You can see the referees reacted at very quickly, right? They don't want a repeat of Liman with a lot of bickering and a lot of fouls and some animosity between the teams.
Yeah. Milutinovic cashes in. And that one swiped away from behind, out of bounds. That'll leave 10 seconds on the shot clock here. So we are approaching 3 minutes eclipsed in this last game of the day. 1 point lead, Partizan. Vordovichanin on the attack. That will count. He scores it over Stojanovic. That is the benefit of having a player with that length and that size. It's a versatile weapon that has been added to this Partizan team.
Yeah, he's a better ball handler than I remember from last year, to be honest with you. But he had a different role in that Wuxi squad, right? They already had ball handlers, but now in this case, he has to handle, he has to drive. I like his defense and his shooting already, but
yeah,
look, this is looking to be a really good add to the squad.
Yeah, he can put it on the floor. He's got good hair, too. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything, Box, but
that's cool, random fact.
That's a part of my analysis. Vordovichanin. Pass on it. What a finish there from Torbica.
Torbica is such a useful guy to have on your team, man. He's a good defender. He's a good rebounder. He can screen and roll. He's kind of nifty around the basket. Doesn't have a lot of lift, but he gets a lot done.
He's like the handyman. You know, he does a little bit of it all. He can fix the sink.
He was coming straight for you.
Fix the chair, the floor. And we get our first break. Partizan with a 3-point lead. They've done it with defense. And Vordovichanin with his imprints on this one, both scoring and finding open teammates. Trupizza's been a load in the paint. And Liman still searching for some answers. They got a 2 to fall from Milutinovic. Stefanovic has played well. Vasic has been a bit quiet. A little photo op courtside over there before we can get it going. There's the quick hands of Stojanovic trying to pester Vojtjevic in there. Vojtjevic, no. Scoring inside. That's exactly what Liman needs. They pull within their possession. Got a foul.
6th on Liman already. 6 minutes to go in this game. Fouling has been their problem today.
Nine, 7. 6:03. Fifth foul now on Partizan. Milivojevic. Maybe not the debut of 2025 that he hoped for so far. As he gets a rest. Stretch, attacking the rack, the one-handed throwdown. Vojtjevic, not that time. Sort of beats him with a pass. That looked like
that was a pass.
Off target.
That was a pass, and he intended it.
I guess right on target for Šupica. Stojanovic, ooh, nice move. Stefanovic, oh my goodness.
The shots we've seen today, you fill a game of horse with those.
The unorthodox shots are the ones that he'll hit. Šupica almost mishandled it. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Šupica, no. .10 game. Who wants a spot in the quarterfinals? The Manimal redirects. And that foul called on Vojtjevic. Šupica refusing to go back into the game. Did you see that? He waited.
I did not.
He waited on both Vojtjevic and Šupica, who were begging for a substitution. And he said, nah.
They need a timeout. That's what they need.
Well, they got another minute. And a dead ball will allow substitution to be made. Šupica will be the one getting the rest. Milivojevic will get him started top of the key. Past the midway point, the Gladiator cruising to the crib. 11-11. Stojanovic, a guy who I was speaking pretty highly of coming into this season. Been I'd say relatively quiet today.
This game, yeah. Last game he had 5 points. That was what you expect, I think. I think he could do more probably, but it's still a learning curve for him.
Well, he hasn't been given many looks from deep. You got an offensive foul called there. Stojanovic will step out. Vasquez coming in. And again, 11-11 tie. Liman in the penalty. Partizan with a defensive foul. Will also be putting Liman on the free throw line to shoot two. Milivojevic! Vicious! Milivojevic is his new name. Whoa! You want to talk about dropping the hammer? He went to work on that boy.
He stretched on stretch.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Milivojevic.
I didn't even catch that one. I was so busy.
Oh, my God.
We've seen some dunks day one that I haven't seen all of last season. What's going on?
Oh, the Gladiator.
He's shown us this once or twice before, but wow.
Yeah, we're going to have a hell of a top 5 today. I will tell you right now.
The top 5 of the day might top a lot of tournaments from last year, I'll tell you that.
12-11 is Bordovichane. Will shoot 2, misses the first of a pair. And makes it a 13-11 game now. TV timeout now. Things have heat up in this game.
Yeah, it's a tight one as expected. Maybe not as much physicality, or at least as many fouls as we saw in the last 2 games in this pool, but it's a close game. Both teams aren't really getting much outside of individual creation.
Yeah, they've
which I enjoy.
Yeah, they've dialed it back. They've dialed it back, but I think they needed to, because again, the first 2 contests, matched up against who were just flat out ugly games. Well, the first game against Partizan and Noob, that was.
Yeah, that was Liman and Noob wasn't pretty either.
No. But that's to be expected. Stefanovic, who has been great from the stripe today, will even this game at 13 apiece. He's doing his best Steph Curry impression with his mouthpiece hanging out. And Chupita, nothing that Stojanovic could do. There's a lot that Stefanovic can do with the mouth guard hanging out his mouth. He's become a different man. The Gladiator, no. Loose ball. Gets to Torbica. Chupita. Milivojevic. Back to Chupita.
Good patience.
Yes, converts it to make it a 1-point game. Milutinovic, 2-piece, no good. Loose ball lands in Torbica's hands. Milivojevic will come get the package. He will turn the corner. Milivojevic blocked by Stojanovic, but not cleanly. Contact up top.
Foul number 9 on Liman. Close to that double bonus yet again. 2nd game in a row. Fouling has been an issue for them.
And free throws could obviously make the difference here down the stretch in a game that's been touch and go. Neither team able to separate.
Liman has not felt like they're playing a good game to me. I'll be very honest with you. They have not gotten the 2-point shots they usually get. Vasic against this team down on the block is not very effective, so they haven't even gone to it.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 really big dudes and a very strong dude on the court, so I don't think his spin move would have much effect. And again, they know it's coming anyways.
And not having Kojic, in this offense too, you can see that, that's made a big difference as well. It's been lacking. And I think teams have kind of caught on to that misdirection action they like to run from the elbow.
True.
Right? That they start usually with Vasquez.
Yeah,
that hasn't amounted to a lot of points.
Yeah, but imagine what this team lost. Think about it. It's an 8-point per game scorer who also could get 5 key assists in a game.
True fact.
That's an offensive system on its own.
I think Kojic is playing 5-on-5 in Serbia, so I think that's the reason why we don't see him. Shout out to Chef Kojic. Oh, what a hustle. Stojanovic turns around and fires. And Vasic will hustle down the rebound. Liman looking at a 2-point deficit for now. Make that a 1-point game. Keeping stride with Partizan. Torbica. The awkward scoop, but Superman is there to save the day.
Superman?
Superman. Yes.
I like that.
Superman. Stojanovic, layup line.
Gladiator's got his hand bandaged up. He's bleeding all over the place, apparently.
Oh yeah, the middle finger. That might have came up from that thunderous dunk.
I don't know. He's got a bandage right over, right around that second knuckle.
Torbica now. Every trip to the charity stripe is huge for each team respectively. And 2 for 2. How about Torbica? Contributing here late to keep Liman at bay. 19-16 advantage. Partizan. The Gladiator. Baseline. Oh. Šupica took his eyes off of it. Turns it over, and a whistle on the inside. That called on Milivojevic.
That's the 8th foul, so we'll see 2 free throws for Vasquez coming up. Could be big here. Liman could pull within 1.
Yeah, with 2 minutes to go. A lot of time left in this 10-minute sprint. It could go either way. Oh, Krasic, not known for his free throw shooting. He'll get another crack at it. Second chance, and that one lands. It is a 1-possession game. The Gladiator, oh, lost the handle on it. It is tied up. That is as good as a steal. So Milivojevic has got to settle in here, knowing how much his team depends on him in a late contest. The Manimal. It's the DRE. To Vasquez. Stefanovic, what a pass as he finds the cutting Vasic. Down to a 1-point game. And Milivojevic taking advantage of a wide open lane. Game point for Partizan. Milutinovic whips it out. It's stolen. Bodovicanin. They playing basketball or volleyball. He sets up the shooter, but it's missed. The Gladiator can't put it away. Liman is lingering. Can they find a bucket? They do. Inside, Šupica. Milutinovic called for the foul. Just trying to poke it away. But over the back.
Yeah, it's going to be free throws as well as possession. So Šupica, who's actually shot it well from the free throw stripe, can finish the game. And if not, they get the ball back.
This one looks like it is going to be in the bag. Milo Šupica. Shooting 2. Possession also to Partizan. And that's all, folks. Partizan win this Serbian clash with Liman, as Liman will bow out day 1 in Utsunomiya. Partizan moving on, as will UV from Group A. 21-19 the final.
This pool was as close as you expected it to start the day, right? 3 very physical battles, close games, nail biters. It wasn't pretty. Credit to Partizan and their defense. They've really shown with defensive effort, disruptiveness. They got UV away from their game, ended up losing that one in overtime, and then they got Liman away from what they want to do. I don't think Liman hit a 2 in this one either.
Milutinovic.
Oh yeah, he hit 1. So, but they guarded that 2-point arc really well. Bodovicanin in a great addition so far. So I like the look of this team, Partizan. They are going to have to contend with Miami tomorrow, though.
Well, man, I think this is going to be an interesting matchup. I think for Miami in particular, the physicality, the physical nature of Partizan, and they are a big team.
True.
They are a big team. 1 through 4, even Milivojevic, even though he's not the tallest guy, you know, I think that could be a challenging matchup for Miami. So, you know, it's going to be hard to pick any favorites at the quarterfinal stage. We'll get a look at the quarterfinal brackets, and we'll show you tomorrow's schedule coming up here soon.
Oh, they got that one-legged two for Stefanovic as well.
Oh, that's the highlight of the game, on his old teammate. On his old teammate. So Stefanovic had a decent game. But the well-balanced attack from Partizan, guys like Milo Šupica going to be shining, put a game together and did enough to secure their spot in the quarterfinals tomorrow. So here are the day's results. Started with an Amsterdam win. They of course go undefeated, as does Miami, as does UB. Raudondvaris Hoptrans make their way in.
Toulouse got 2 wins.
Toulouse also undefeated. Riffa find their way in with a win over London. And we just saw Partizan stamp their ticket as well. So our first 12 games of the 2025 World Tour regular season are in the books. Here are the records in each group. And check out the undefeateds. Every one of them scoring 21, except for UB. We both expect them to come out better tomorrow. Here are those quarterfinal matchups we were telling you about. UB and Raudondvaris Hoptrans, Amsterdam and Riffa, Toulouse and Vienna, and Miami Partizan. Your 8 quarterfinal squads going for $40,000 here at this Utsunomiya Opener here in Japan. We start tomorrow, 1 o'clock local time. Do not be late. The 2025 World Tour is open for business. But we're closing for now. For Boss Rosendahl, I'm Kyle Montgomery. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're back here in Utsunomiya, 1 p.m. for day 2.